Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekly energy reading for April 10th, 2025. As I want to remind everyone, this is for entertainment purposes only. Also, please like, share, and subscribe as it really helps the channel. And I do have a website at avanaintuitive.com. And, that's about it. So let's see. For this week's reading, I am using the Midnight Sun Oracle by Selena Moon. And I'm going to use a clarifying card by the Female Archangels Oracle by Calista. And then we're going to do our 3-card pick using the, of course, Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, as there is a full moon this weekend. So on tomorrow, actually, which is April 11th. But this is our, our weekly energy reading for April 10th, 2025. So as usual, I'm going to pull a few cards. I'll let you know what those are. And then we're going to do a bit of a deep dive to see what message we are going to get, which may or may not resonate, and it doesn't matter if it does or it doesn't. Either way is totally fine. But, I kind of like doing these weekly energy readings because I find for me, they often resonate. In fact, for me, they resonate pretty much every week. And they also sometimes, even if they don't resonate necessarily with what is actually going on in my life at the moment, they just give me a new perspective on things, which I love. So here we go. Whoops, hold on. All right. These are some really cute cards. First card I get, and we'll do a deep dive into these. I got 21 Holiday, and it says relaxation, positivity. I got 27 Celebration, which is highlight and excitement. I got 20 Skinny Dipping, which is non-judgment, self-care. And then I got, for the clarifying card, 32, Archangel Cassiel, Face, Fear, and Rise. So let's get right into it with 21, which is Holiday. So I think we're getting a general theme this weekend, for me at least. What I'm picking up without even reading a word here is it's time to relax. It's time to have fun. And it is just a week of fun, relaxation, letting go, facing our fears, and just rising up to not only the occasion, but rising up to who we really are, which is joy, love, light. So, but before I get any further, let's do this Holiday card. It says relaxation, oh, I love it, and positivity. Midsummer's Eve is a public holiday, and it's very common for people to take the whole week off work to go and enjoy this holiday with their family and friends. Holidays symbolize relaxation, a break from your day-to-day life, and a time to enjoy yourself doing things just the way you prefer without having to feel stressed by obligations and to-do lists. This card invites you to bring some holiday energy into your life. I love that. We spend a lot of time focusing on tasks and must-dos, but see if you can also focus a bit on the things you love to do, the things you enjoy, the things that make time fly. If you were to get some time off right now, what would you do? Is there anything you can do to give yourself small holidays in your normal week? Can you plan it differently so that you have bigger chunks of time to do nothing, meaning doing the things you would do when you were on a holiday? This card may also be an indication that you have been going and haven't taken the time that you deserve to appreciate life. You may need to slow down and reflect and have a moment for yourself to inject some positivity and motivation back into life. Yeah, right? I mean, there's really nothing I can add to that. 27, Celebration. As with many other traditions, Midsummer is rooted in Christianity and was originally a celebration of John the Baptist, who was seen as a forerunner of Jesus Christ. I did not know that. However, in modern times, it has become more of a large gathering to celebrate the summer solstice, as it's seen as the beginning of the summer season with its bright nights and warm weather. Regardless of the reasons behind celebrations and traditions, the common theme is the big gatherings, and it's the people and the connections that make the day or event so special. Message. You too can find things in your life worth celebrating. Think about who the people are that would make it extra special and would make you enjoy the cause even more. Sometimes we are so set in our ways that we keep going on with life without noticing or celebrating our achievements. We celebrate the set dates that the calendar tells us to celebrate, Yet there are rarely any new holidays or celebrations coming up in our calendars. That is not to say there aren't things worth celebrating. We have forgotten a lot of the purposes and reasons behind many of the things we traditionally celebrate, and at the same time, we fail to celebrate new things that happen in our life that hold more personal value. This card is an indication that you may have something in your life that deserves to be highlighted again, that should be brought to the surface, and that people in your life need to enjoy with you. You deserve to enjoy the excitement of your achievements together with the ones you care about the most and that care about you. Holiday celebration. And then, of course, I love it. I don't know, skinny dipping. And I love it. Non-judgment and self-care. A warm and bright summer evening is the perfect invitation for skinny dipping. It's still hot in the evening and not many people are out. The celebrations have finished and it's often in a secluded area. It lends itself perfectly to enjoy a private moment. There is an immense feeling of freedom as the water surrounds your whole body. It's a moment for yourself to be the authentic you, just like you were born to be. You and your naked body without anyone's judgment, and more importantly, without self-judgment. This card symbolizes the true and naked self, who you really are when you take the outer world out of the equation, the things you own, the people in your life, what you do for work or as a hobby, the struggles and pains. Embrace who you are as a person and see if you can find an oasis in your life where there's space for you to just be you, where you're not being judged by anyone, and where you can really feel yourself and appreciate who you are deep down inside. This is a call for self-love and care, to hold and to nurture your inner child and to truly see yourself first, surrendering to your authentic self and enjoying being with yourself. Right? To enjoy being with yourself. I love that. And then we have, I turned right to the page. Then we have 32, Archangel Cassiel. And the angelic message is you are unstoppable. Transform any self-talk that says otherwise. Live and lead without fear. It's interesting that last card ended with, loving yourself and being like non-self-judgmental and living, having private time for yourself. And the first thing is it says, transform any self-talk that says otherwise. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Archangel, this is an important message. And Archangel Cassiel, whose name reflects divine speed, serves on the black ray of transcendence and potential alongside his counterpart, Archaea Serenity. Cassiel, also known as Kaziel, being the angel of solitude, observes Earth without interfering as he honors the contrast of life for the growth it brings. It's interesting too that now, I did not know this, that this is the angel of solitude, and our last card here was for skinny dipping, which is basically being by yourself in solitude. In this way, Cassiel, So he observes Earth without interfering as he honors the contrast of life for the growth it brings. In this way, Cassiel reflects more uncomfortable truths. He's stepping forward to help you love and bring into wholeness the parts of you that you feel are dense, negative, or dark. While duality can help you master the physical life experience, you decide what experiences you want to learn from. Cassiel adds, life is your teacher, we are just your guides. Invite in Archangel Cassiel for bringing shadow aspects into wholeness, connection to the ocean, dolphin, and dragon realms, protection at sea, tapping into your inner warrior, and transforming ego. Very interesting message here, because we're talking about, of course, going on holiday, being, out, just taking a step back from the day-to-day to-do list, celebrating with friends, right? But then kind of taking that even one step deeper. Many times we go on holiday, we have a celebration, but we really don't celebrate ourselves in this skinny dipping moment, do we? We don't really get to that point. We say, okay, we stepped off, we got off that rabbit, we got off the hamster wheel. So we did everything we had to do. We had our celebration, we had our holiday. Okay, we're back to our to-do list now. These cards this week, this energy this week is asking us to go down another step, right? Go deeper to to ourselves, to have that skinny dipping moment where we really take a look at ourselves, our shadow selves, our deeper selves. What do we enjoy? Who are we? Giving up self-judgment, facing our fear. It says face fear and rise, but it's kind of facing ourselves and still rising. Who are we? What do we love about ourselves? What don't we love about ourselves? Releasing all of it and knowing that no matter what we see or what we feel, we're still divinity. We're still divine. We're still perfection. I love that. And I'm going to say something that it kind of helps me to understand it a bit better, although I believe we're still 100% perfect. I sometimes, to help me to get my head wrapped around it, it's like I'm perfect in my imperfection. Although I don't believe there's any imperfection at all, but because in my third dimensional mind, it's like I have to believe, like, or I have to say it like, you know what, I'm perfect in my imperfection. Although I don't believe we have imperfection. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. We're all perfect. We're all divinity. We're all from source. We're all one. And I just love this. So taking the holidays, taking the celebration, taking the time to be with friends, and taking the time to enjoy all that. Just me thinking about that is making me like smile. And the people I love and the celebrations I've been to in the past and that, and just loving that. It's just the thought of that is making me smile. But also then taking the time to be with ourselves and just to enjoy ourselves and who we are and the beauty and love that we bring to this world. I think it's just a beautiful, energetic message this week. All right, my friends. So now let's think about our Moonology cards here. And being that we have this full moon coming up, let's, do our 3-card pick. Shuffling these Moonology cards right now. Think about any message we might want to, any spirit guide message, if you want a spirit guide message, or you're thinking about any guidance for something else, some event or some situation, or maybe a person in your life that you need to get some information on. See if we get anything. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. As we all know, I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, but this is, of course, for entertainment purposes only. So let's see. All right. So here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't think too hard. 1, 2, 3. If you picked card 1, you got the mutable moon, and it says nothing is yet set in stone. So that's very good. So you might want things set in stone, but it's still mutable. Things are still in flux. Things are still changing. Energy is still moving. If you picked card 2, you got the full moon in Leo, and it says don't let pride get in the way. Yeah, many people fall or whatever because of pride or whatever, and I can't remember the exact saying, but don't let pride get in the way. It's the full moon in Leo. And if you picked card 3, you got the full moon in Capricorn, and it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So that's a beautiful message if you picked card 3. All right, my friends, I will see you tomorrow with our energy reading for the weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.